Hello, welcome to Potentials. Our objective at Potentials is to help our listeners to develop their potentials, to maximize their potentials, and to be better individuals than they currently are. I'm your regular host, Afolabi Adun. For today's edition, we will be looking at personal finance management, managing your finances, managing your money, because money is important to every one of us. All right? So let's look at personal finance. What is financial management? What is finance management? Finance management simply deals with how you manage the resources, the money, financial resources at your disposal. And it involves basically four things that you must take seriously. Number one is financial literacy. What is your knowledge of money? You need to learn how to do four things in relation to money. How to make money, how to multiply money, how to save money, and how to invest money. I'll take that again. Financial literacy involves knowing the following about money: how to make money, how to multiply money. Some people can make money, but they cannot multiply it. Some people can multiply, they cannot save. And then how to save money, and then how to invest money. All right? The second aspect of financial management is financial planning. Financial planning, anticipating or forecasting income and expenditure. That's all we mean by planning, budgeting. You must plan. You must plan your income. You must plan your expenditure. Then financial intelligence, making wise choices. That's number three. Making wise choices in relation to usage of funds. Making wise choices, taking the right decisions in relation to the funds at your disposal. And then lastly is financial discipline. Discipline. This is so important. Refusing to spend money arbitrarily and on impulse. You don't just spend because you have. Understand the difference between your needs and your wants. So we'll be looking at those four in the course of this lecture. So financial management involves what? Financial literacy, financial planning, financial intelligence, and financial discipline. All right. There are some terms you must understand in relation to financial intelligence, financial management. Number one is income. Income simply means what is coming in. Maybe your salary, your wages, your allowances, and it's the foundation of your financial house. Income. Then we have budgeting. What is a budget? A budget is simply an estimate of projected income and expenditure over a given time. And every budget is futuristic in nature. You cannot be making a budget on the past. So budgeting. Then we have spending. Spending simply refers to where your money goes. And you have to watch your spending. You have to watch your spending. I'll say this to you. People become rich, not necessarily because of how much they earn, but because of how they spend. Even if you earn $1 million, if you don't have good spending habits, you will lose it. Even if you earn $1 billion, some people win lotteries of hundreds of millions of dollars, and the next month they are broke. So prosperity is not just about how much you earn, it's also about spending. That's three. Then four, saving. What is saving? Saving is simply putting money aside in a safe place for future needs. For future needs. You can use your savings for emergencies. What was it that delivered Egypt under Joseph? It was saving. It was saving. It's saved for the day of lack. So don't be somebody who spends everything. Like I always tell people, do not save what is left after spending. Spend what is left after saving. If you give me $1 million today, the first thing I'll do, I'll remove maybe 200,000 out of it, keep it aside, and then I plan based on the 800. Learn to save. Develop a savings culture. So that's savings. Then we have investing. This is like growing your money. You can invest in things like stock, real estate, businesses that can bring profit over time. Have an investment. Your investment is something you will fall back on in future. Then risk management is another thing you should consider. It's about understanding and preparing for unexpected events that could cost you money. For example, you lose your job. Is that the end of your life? Learn how to manage risks. All right? Learn how to manage risks. Unforeseen circumstances. All right? Then debt management. I think that's the last one here. All right? Debt is like loan. Learn to manage debt. Everybody owes at a particular level of your life. To do major things, you need to borrow maybe from the bank. All the major guys you see, the Dangotes, the $10 and so on, the Adenugas, most of them are owing banks. But what they do is that they manage their debts well. They have integrity. They are credit worthy. And that's why the banks give them money. Be a credit-worthy person, and it starts from the little things you have collected. It's only in Africa, majorly, where when you borrow somebody money, you have to explain to the person why you need your money back. That's not done in civilized situations. You now start begging for your own money. Don't be somebody who does not return loans, return monies you have borrowed. It will block the way for you when you want bigger things, and unfortunately, it will block the way for others. So there's nothing wrong with debt. Nothing wrong. To do big things, you have to borrow. But be disciplined enough to return, especially on schedule. And if for any reason you cannot return on schedule, call the person. Appeal to the person. Don't be somebody who is not, you take people for granted. It's not right. It's not right, and it's against business ethics. All right? Then lastly, in that area, financial planning. All right? This is like a roadmap to your financial future. You consider your current situation, and then you set goals for the long-term ones. Plan. You might start small, but don't stay small. Have a plan. Have a growth plan for your finances. All right? All right. Now, areas you must pay attention to in relation to your finance. Number one is your income. Number two, insurance. Do you have insurance? Try and get an insurance policy. No matter what, no matter how small, I'm not talking of your car insurance. I'm talking of if anything happens, what does your family get or whatever? Think about that. Think about that. Then investments. Don't spend. All right. Don't be somebody who just lives for today. All right. Have some little investments. It could be a cooperative. It could be a property somewhere. Whatever. There are people who say, I'm waiting to buy land. You don't wait to buy land. You buy land and you wait for the place to develop. So that place is a bush. I'm waiting for it to develop before I buy the land. No. You buy it first and then you wait for it to develop. So I say that again. You do not wait to buy land. You buy land and then you wait. I hope you got that. And then savings. Have savings. That's what I call contingencies. And then also be careful with your spending. Be careful with your spending. All right. See how you can cut down on unnecessary spending. I'll get to that in a moment. All right. The 5 levels of financial positions. The first level is financial crisis. Financial crisis is the beginning. Most people started from there. I started from there. Some of us are probably still there. When you just left school after youth service, what is financial crisis? That is the bottom of the pyramid. This is the lowest level. No steady income at this point. You are owing people. Nothing is working. You don't even know where the next meal will come from. Many of us, actually, we started from there. Hustling, just trying to make ends meet, and ends never, ever ended up meeting. Then, after some time, you move to financial instability. It's better than financial crisis, but it's still not a very good place to be. What's financial instability? Here you are working, you are earning an income, but it is not enough. So you are struggling, and basically you are just surviving. You can't do anything more than just survive. So you know where your meal will come from. You can take transport to where you're going to, but you can't do more. You can't do more than, all right? That's financial instability, but it's better than a financial crisis. At least you have something that is coming in. Then we have financial stability. That's the third level. This is what we call the middle class. In most African countries, there's no middle class again because of the economy. But the financial stability, this is here. You have a good job. You have a good salary. Your basic needs are met. But everything you do is dependent on your job. You can even take a vacation. You can even change your car. But if you lose that job today, everything will turn upside down. And you will immediately go to financial crisis. You see, many people are there. They are doing what they are doing because of their jobs. And the minute they lose that job or they have any issue, things change. The standard of their life goes down. They have to begin the children, they can't pay children's fees, they can't do that. So watch out for that, because that's a very risky and dangerous place to be in. The job deceives you. Don't let your job deceive you. And that's why you must have multiple streams of income. No matter how well you are being paid, have a side hustle. Have some investments. It will help you. Then we have financial independence. It's getting better now. What's financial independence? Here, you have enough assets. Not just money, but you have assets. So whether you work or not, you don't lack because your assets are working for you. There's some property there you're getting money from. You have some stocks and all that. That's financial independence. Good, God, good. And we're all getting there by God's grace. And then the last one is financial freedom. Hi, this is great. Here, you are no longer thinking of needs of yourself. You begin to make impacts. That's where philanthropy comes in. Foundations come in. You are no longer, it's not just about you anymore. That's where we have the Dangotes, the Otedolas, the Adenugas, the T.Y. Danjumas, the Tony Elumulus. They are no longer, it's no longer about them anymore. Now they are because of what they are doing, they are feeding family, they are feeding people. There's a difference between a one-man business and a business owner. You have to understand that. It's not the same thing. A one-man business is an individual that has a business. He goes to his shop. But a business owner is somebody who, Elumulu is not a one-man business. It's a business owner. Dangote has 25,000 workers. 25,000 families are feeding from him. That is financial freedom. And that's where we will all end up by the special grace of God. But you see, you need to also work towards it. At that point, you can afford anything you want, and you even make money when sleeping. So, I've given you the 5 levels. It's left for you to work towards them and pray towards them. Financial crisis, not for you. Financial instability, not for you. Financial stability, not too bad. Financial independence, and then financial freedom. All right, let's go now. Practical ways to manage your finances better. Personal finances. Number 1, prepare personal budgets and adhere to them strictly. Number 2, avoid arbitrary. What is a budget? A budget is an estimate of projected income and expenditure over a given period. Then next, you must avoid arbitrary spending. Spend only monies that have been budgeted for. Don't just spend as you are led, so to say. Even your generosity must be budgeted. Your philanthropy must be budgeted. Then have personal fiscal discipline. Learn to say no to yourself. It's not everything you can afford that you should buy. All right? Sometimes you delay gratification because of where you're going to. All right? Then seek for avenues for multiple streams of income. I said that earlier. Consciously look for side hustles. What else can I do in addition? You're a lawyer? Fine. What else can you do outside law to bring in something? You're a doctor? What else can you do? All right? Learn to multitask. Look forward for multiple streams of income without necessarily compromising your core. If you are working for somebody, give him attention. But when I close, what can I do? Number 5 is cultivate a savings culture. Don't save what is left after spending, like I said. Rather, spend what is left after saving. Cultivate a savings culture. Then consciously ensure that your liabilities do not exceed your assets. Because your true worth is based on your assets, not your liabilities. If I have $1 million but I'm owing 2 million naira, I'm not rich. I have $1 million, I'm owing $1.5 million, I'm not rich. So work on your assets. Try and build your asset base. All right? And then invest in assets, not liabilities. And then lastly, build your social capital. Build your social capital. All right? What is your social capital? Your network of people. Because you see, your network will determine your net worth. I'll say that again. Your network will determine your net worth. Build your social capital. Know people. Get close to people. Don't be somebody who just stays in a shell. Because the people you call friends today are people your children will call connection tomorrow. So you need to really get consciously get close to people. Join some associations that you know will enhance your profile. All right. Take advantage of social media. Build a good profile for yourself, and then expand the people, your sphere of influence and your sphere of contact. I say that again. The people you call friends today are the people your children will call connection tomorrow. At this level of your life, you should not just be looking for just acquaintance, people who can add value. At my age, I'm not looking for people who will just be my friend. I'm looking for links, kind of people who will help my business, who will help me to be a better individual. And I'm also trying to be that to my friends too. All right. So those are ways you can enhance and improve your personal finances. All right. Let me round up by talking to you about the different forms of money. Every time you say you don't have money, cash is not the only money. Cash is just one of the many forms of money. So cash is money. Real estate is money. Shares, stock, bonds is money. Precious stones is money. Jewelry, royalties, patent, a brand, skill. You can call anything you can. What is money? Anything you can get in exchange for value. Anything you can give in exchange for value. So your skills, develop your skills. I want to say this to you, develop your skills. Because the world has gone from the certificate era to the skills era. What can you do? Not necessarily what do you know anymore. That's why the richest people in the country I live in, Nigeria, when I say the richest, I mean, of course, not the professors. In fact, all over the world, it's not the professors. You wonder upon all what they know. The people that are really smiling to the bank today are those into IT, ICT, the comedians, the artists, the actors, the footballers, the sportsmen, the musicians. They are the ones. Why? They're using their skills. They're using their skills. We live in a skills era now. So you too work on your skills. If you don't have skills, go and learn skills, because you must learn before you earn. You must learn before you earn. Go and learn. You're a medical doctor. Yes, that's your profession. You can get some skills, additional skills outside medical practice. You're a lawyer and an engineer. What are your skills? What are your skills? What are your skills? What is your passion? Turn your passion to profit. I'm using my skills to feed my family. I discovered I have the gift of oratory. I have the skills of oratory. I can present cases. I can present my point. When I talk, people want to listen to me. I discovered that as I was in secondary school, I was the head of the debating club in my school, and I suddenly discovered that I could actually make something good out of this. I went to the university, kept on talking, and now I talk for a living. That's all. I don't buy anything. I don't sell anything. I just talk, and I get paid to talk like I'm talking now. What skills do you have? Are you into sports? Develop it. Can you sing? Develop it. Can you draw? Develop it. Are you good in comedy? Develop it. The world of today is a skills-driven world. Are you good in IT, ICT? Develop it. So skills is money. Skills is money. Then knowledge is money. Ideas, money. Then social capital, relationship, links, connections, and network. So those are different forms of money. All right. And I think we have, all right. Lastly, questions you must ask yourself in relation to your finances. Number one, how can I cut down on my spending? Ask yourself, how can you cut down on your spending? Number two, how can I improve my income via multiple streams? How else can I make money? All right? Without compromising my integrity. What areas are really taking my finances? What area is taking most of your money? Do I have any assets? Ask yourself, do you have any assets? Do I have any investment that I can fall back on? Do I have an insurance policy? These are questions that you need to ask yourself. I'll leave you with this statement here. People don't become rich or poor by how much they make. They become either by their spending habits. Thank you. Afolabi Adun, 080-6121-4116. See you at the top, because that's where you are destined to be. Thank you. Potential.